already know who it is. The one, the only, back at it again. So we're going to talk about tonight's matchup that just completed between the Toronto Raptors and the Milwaukee Bucks. Same old, same old. One step forward, one step back. That seems to be the common trend with the Toronto Raptors. Toronto Raptors unfortunately took a loss tonight to the Milwaukee Bucks. The score ended up being tonight was 118 to 109. And the story of the day today was no, sorry, I apologize. Sorry about that. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, 128 to 112. Toronto Milwaukee Bucks defeat the Toronto Raptors. Damian Lillard ends up basically playing his game against Toronto. His first That was the first time we get to see him in the Bucks uniform against the Toronto Raptors, and Damian Lillard goes on to score 37 points, 14 rebounds, 13 assists. It's a hell of a night for Damian Lillard. He cooked. And then Scotty Barnes, on the other hand, player of the game for the Raptors, 29 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists, 1 steals. Not bad for Scotty at the end of the day. Like real talks, not a bad game for Scotty. But at the same time, it's kind of like the beginning of the game, we were kind of, we were in there, and then it just basically was a wash. Like we got washed. You know what I mean? Like 36, Milwaukee beat us 36 to 21 in the first quarter. We go into the second quarter, and Milwaukee's leading 34 to 26. Then the Raptors had a pretty decent, but still playing catch up because we were still behind to Milwaukee. Basically, yeah, third quarter was 30 to 32, and then 33 to 28. But Milwaukee ended up defeating us 128 to 112. Milwaukee virtually controlled the game. Raptors had no answers, honestly. Like it wasn't even it wasn't even fun to watch. Like Pascal Siakam benched the whole entire fourth quarter, basically blown out. We're getting our ass spanked on throughout the whole entire match. Pascal Siakam benched. That's what I keep saying. The inconsistency of Pascal Siakam. People are like, oh, Pascal, Pascal. People forget. I always tell people, I'm like, if you want to be a superstar player, you got to play night in and night out. You got it. Games like this, there's no Giannis Antetokounmpo. So who do you match up against, Pascal? Middleton, right? This is a game where you got to exploit your defender. At the end of the day, what does Pascal Siakam end up finishing with? 28 minutes, 11 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. That's not what star players do. That's not what star players do. At the end of the day, we have to hold him accountable. Like at the end of the day, it's kind of like, bro, I don't know, man. Honestly, it's just like, we try our best. We take, like we said, we take several steps forward and we take several steps back. And this is what happens again. Like, what are we doing? Anyways, Jakob Pertl, 27 minutes, 13 points, 11 rebounds, 1 assist, 4 steals, 2 blocks, minus 17. Dennis Schroeder, 22 minutes, 9 points, I don't know, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals. Dennis been slowing down lately, minus 29. Literally, 2 for 9 from the field goal, 22% from freaking the field goal, 4 for 4 from the free throw line, 1 for 4 from the 3-point line. Pascal Siakam, on the other hand, 28 minutes, 11 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 block, plus minus 4 for 9 from the field goal. He took 9 shots. He should be going upwards of 20 something shots, like he did against what do you call it, Washington. And then it's like 3 for 5 from the free throw. It's just like horrendous. And then 0 for 2 from 3-point line. Like just a bad night overall, man. Honestly, shout out to my guy Liam O'Reilly, bro. Is it me or OG needs to bubble wrap for the rest of his life? Laugh all out. Nah, honestly, Liam, bro, you're 100% right, bro. This guy is injury prone at this point. This dude can't stay healthy if his life depended on it, bro. You talk about Kawhi Leonard, bro. We're talking about load management, bro. This guy's load managing. Like, when does he play? Like, he'll play like 2 consistent games and then be out for 3. Like, we're getting to that stage with OG Anunoby. Like, bro, the season just begun and you're sitting on the bench, dude. You have a whole offseason to rest, dude. We haven't even gotten to 30 days of the season yet, and you're already injured, bro. A month hasn't even passed yet. Not even a full month, and you're already injured, bro. Gary Trent, another one, injured, comes in there looking like I don't know, like something out of the '90s in New York City, like in this dressed up like some D boy from I don't know, all fly looking on the bench. You dress up to go on the bench? You dress up to get on the bench, bro? Like what is going on with this team, bro? Yo, Scotty Barnes, only bright side tonight. You know what I mean? 31 minutes, 29 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists, 1 steal. 11 for 19 from the field goal, 57% from field goal, 4 for 5 from the free throw line, 3 for 3 from the 3-point line, plus minus negative 24. Team was horrendous tonight. Uh, Grady Dick, 26 minutes, 11 points. Grady Dick scored as many points as Pascal Siakam today. Take that in. Take that in. And it was 0 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, plus minus 6 for 6 from the field goal. Salute to Grady. 2 for 10 from the free throw. Sorry, 2 for 10 from the field goal. Ew, horrendous. 6 for 6 from the field free throw line. 1 for 6 for 3 points. Plus minus negative 29. Now let's get to this guy right here, the elephant in the room, the Mr. Brick City, because all he did was just shoot and miss and clunk off the rim. He could not score. He could not put buckets in if his life depended on tonight, bro. Malachi Flynn, 26 minutes, 7 points, 3 rebounds. Flynn could have easily scored at least 25, 26 points in it. But he kept missing shots everywhere, everywhere. 3 for 10 from the field goal. This guy clunked so many shots, it wasn't even funny, man. It was disgusting. 1 for 4 from the 3-point line. Yeah, I just kept seeing missed threes all over the place. My goodness, 25% from for three. Jesus. Precious Achua, 17 minutes, 11 points, 4 rebounds, and then plus minus 3, 4 for 7 from the field goal, uh, 3 offensive rebounds, 1 for 2 from the 3-point line. Otto Porter, 10 minutes, 0 points. Grant Temple, 3 minutes, 3 points. And shouts to the guy. Maybe we got to get Noel up in there and take over Malachi Flynn's points because at the end of the day, I saw a spark off the bench from Noel, man. 2 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Just like I saw some positivity from him. Like honestly, he came out there and I saw a different look behind the back passes. You know what I mean? Shouts to Jalen McDaniels. Jalen McDaniels ended up coming in there with some monster dunks tonight. 18 minutes, 7 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block. Plus minus 21 tonight. Pretty good night for him. 1 for 4 from the 3-point line, 3 for 10 from field goal. Jeez, Jalen. But I get it. Defensively, he was out there. Yo, bro, honestly, man, it was like, yo, it wasn't a great game. Yeah, Grady Dick is improving. Shout out to Top Billionaire. Spoke facts, yo. The boss billionaire. Speaking facts, Grady Dick is improving, bro. There is improvement coming from Grady Dick. But overall, though, just tonight, horrendous night. Like, let's just keep it a beam. It was pretty bad tonight. Like the Raptors stunk up the building. They stunk up the gym. Like they didn't really do anything. I didn't like what I was seeing tonight overall. It was a night where Giannis Antetokounmpo was not playing. We beat them with Giannis. Now they tied up the season 1-1. Next time we see them, Milwaukee's going to be in April. So we're not going to see these guys for an eternity in basketball. In basketball, we'll see them, but we're not going to. There's going to be a lot of basketball before we ever see this team ever again for a while for this season. And it's kind of like we should have at least got those victories. We beat them the last time. Now Damian Lillard comes in and we can't beat him. We should have won this game, honestly. It was a disappointment in my eyes. I think personally, Raptors, Raptors folded with this one. I'm gonna speak. I'm speaking the truth. I'm speaking what I seen, and I think the Raptors folded with this one. I think the Raptors should have won this game right here, and because we didn't win this game, now we unfortunately we have other games we have to get, and it's only gonna get tough. Remember, we got the Boston Celtics next, guys. Like we have our NBA Cup tournament game, our first NBA Cup tournament on Friday night again in Toronto versus the Boston Celtics. I want to see what that court's going to look like. Highly anticipated court, highly anticipated jerseys. You already know it's going to be a special court and some special jerseys that's going to be premiered. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. But at the same time, like the reality is, it's kind of like, yo, we have a lot, like we have a lot to deal with. Like we have a lot of work as far as the team goes. We have a lot of work. Like we are we still haven't hit our strides yet. We still haven't won what we were supposed to win. We haven't won what we need to win, and because of that, we are behind right now, and we're losing right now, and it's not a good look. Like the reality is, we should have beat this team. Personally, I think we should have beat them. The reason why I think we should have beat them is just because of we have the advantage. The advantage being that we beat them already, and they don't have their best player on the court. Don't get me wrong, Damian Lillard is a superstar player. I'm not taking nothing away from the guy. The guy can ball. He's a baller, baller hauler. But at the same time, it's kind of like, bro, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing? Like, like if Malachi Flynn is our backup point guard, bro, we're in trouble because Malachi Flynn can't hit a shot if his life depends on it. I'm sorry, but I'm already tired of seeing Malachi Flynn. I don't understand why we couldn't keep Delano Banton and just go off of him, but at the same time, we still kept Malachi Flynn. Like I'm saying that now because at the end of the day, I think we could have kept Delano Banton and just him been the backup for a thing for what's his face over here for Dennis Schroeder. I don't know why people have so much faith in Pascal being a superstar. There's a difference between all star and superstar, bro. Honestly, and even it's like is even like he's a fringe all star in my opinion. Is he an all star? Yeah, because of the numbers, but at the same time, it's just like he's fringe, bro. Like, bro, games like this give me like they dig that. Oh, but he's made all star games. Yeah, he's made all star games. But at the same time, it's like, is it definitive all star games? Is it like, come on, man? He's just kind of like, bro. At this point, it's just like, what are we doing, bro? Like, come on, bro. 11 points, bro. You're supposed to have been beasting tonight. 11 points, like 11, only 11 points. Like that's all you could have pulled up tonight. 11. You couldn't put any more points up for us tonight. Like you couldn't give us some defensive stops. You couldn't just give us different looks. Like that was all you gave us was 11 points, and that was it, bruh. Boy, oh 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 boy. Bro, this is gonna be a long season, bro. This is like one. We take two steps or one step forward, and then we take one step back. Sometimes, some nights it's some nights it's multiple steps forward, and then some nights it's multiple steps back. It's kind of like it's a never-ending saga with us, bro. And at the end of the day, it's like, what are we doing? Like we need to really, really get down to the nitty gritty and kind of like get some wins under our belt and like let's start to define ourselves as a team as a whole, man. Like we haven't defined ourselves as a team yet. Like we're still like it's like we're a questionable team, man. At this point, like real talks, we are very questionable at this point, and it's kind of like what are we doing? Like what are we really, really doing? Like we have to start asking these questions right now. What are we doing? Like who are we as a basketball team? Like, what is our identity? What do we depend on Scotty some nights? We're gonna beat some teams some nights and some nights just lose. We're not good enough to be a player. This is not a playoff caliber team right now. With all the injuries already early, like we have inconsistencies, and I'm not blaming the coach. It has nothing to do with the coach. It's the players that he's given at this point. We can't just sit down here and look for people to blame. We have to start looking at what we have out there. And what we have out there is just not it's not it's not it's not it's not at the level that we should be at this point, and I feel like I'm going through it. So I love to talk positive about this team. But at the same time, it's just like, bro, the product they're giving me right now is just not intuitive to what we need to get done. It's not what we're supposed to be getting done. It's not what I expected, you know? Like we need to really, really start pushing the freaking boundaries on what we can and where we're supposed to be going as a team. You see what I'm saying? And how do we do that if we're gonna have these kind of moments where it's just like we take several steps forwards and then several steps backs? It's like what's really going on out here with our squad at this point? What's going on with our squad at this point? I'm asking you guys. Somebody talk to me. Comment section. Let me know what's going on with the Toronto Raptors. Is this team? Is this team? Is this team just gonna give us a flanker and go into the playing game and get eliminated? Huh? Is this team gonna is does it take Draymond Green to put someone in a headlock to wake somebody up on? Maybe Draymond should put one of the Raptors players in a headlock. Not real talks, yo, Liam O'Reilly. This is gonna be a long season for real, bro. Like you're not lying. This is gonna be a long season. It's terrible. Like it's horrible at this point. Like, bro, like what are we doing? Like, what are we doing? We got to start asking these questions. Yes, we have guys like Grady Dick and and the young guys performing out there. All the young guys were performing. The veterans were trash. All the veterans were trash. The young guys seem like they got more heart than the vet. Noel should be starting over some of our guys. Get Malachi Flynn off here. Get him out of here because I'm not feeling Malachi Flynn at this point. I don't think Malachi Flynn has improved any one bit at all. He doesn't do anything special. All he does is jack up shots at this point. Like I don't see him controlling the pace. At least with Delano Banton, he gave us different looks. He was looking, facilitating. Why can't we get a facilitator? What the hell is? Where is Masai Ujiri? Where is he? He's hiding out somewhere. Where's he? Where is he? Like what's going on? Where's the trades? The trades could go happen still. Like make some moves. I don't like this team. I don't like what I'm looking at right now. I like certain pieces like Scotty Barnes. I like Grady Dick. I like Chris Boucher. I like who else do I like on this team here? Um I like Yakov Pertl. I like I like Dennis Schroeder to a certain extent. I do like Dennis Schroeder. I just think the last couple games he's been pretty mid. But for the most part, I kind of like I like Dennis Schroeder. You know what I mean? I like OG Anunoby when healthy, but he's never healthy at this point. So it's kind of like, what are we getting? He's never healthy. So it's like, and then it's like, I like the different looks from Otto Porter and Jalen McDaniels. I like what those guys give. They give different looks. I have no problem with some of these guys. Some of the pieces are okay, but then some of these pieces are just not making no sense to me. I don't know. We have president of operations refusing to rebuild or trading big stars. No, I agree with you. Because at the end of the day, he has the Brian Colangelo syndrome at this point. He's stuck on who he believes in. This is what happened with Brian Colangelo. Tail of the tape. History doesn't repeat itself, but it sure damn rhymes. Brian Colangelo believes so much in Andrea Bargnani that he would not do anything to get rid of Andrea Bargnani. Nothing at all. People said that he was too caught up in Andrea Bargnani, and Andrea Bargnani was straight up garbage. All he wanted to do was shoot. He didn't want to grab rebounds. He didn't want to block shots. He didn't want to do nothing. He didn't want to play defense. He just wanted to shoot the ball. His mid-range game and get his offense. What happened? Andrea Bargnani ends up getting traded. Brian Colangelo ends up getting fired. And we end up getting Masai Ujiri in the new era. Tim Lewicki comes in there and changes up the whole entire ship. Salute to Tim Lewicki. You know what I mean? I respect the hell out of that guy for what he was able to do for MLSC sports as a whole. And he changed up the whole entire environment here. And basically, that's what led to the glory days of the Toronto Raptors from 2010 all the way to 2020, where we were literally first, second, and third every single year in the Eastern NBA championships, Eastern Conference champions, and Eastern Conference appearances. You know what I mean? Semifinals. Bro, just straight up dogging it out, battling with teams, top winning, highest winning percentage in the Eastern Conference in the NBA. Us and the Golden State Warriors ran the whole entire NBA. Golden State continues to stay high in the trajectory. Toronto Raptors, Golden State kind of digressed a bit, but at the same time, they did win championship. They're still not as. I still don't think Golden State is as dangerous as they were in the 2000s. I thought Golden State in the 2000s were just like the 2010s were extremely dangerous. When they had Kevin Durant, even when they just had Curry, Clay, their first championship, Curry was shot like I don't know, like 3,000 or 4,000 3 points in one season or something crazy like that. It was I've never seen something. It was like video game numbers. It was like he was on. It was like it wasn't even look real at this point. This guy was automatic. He was just hitting threes from everywhere, bro. They won their first championship. Iguodala won Finals MVP, and then Kevin Durant came in. Like, bro, they were scary. That team was very, very scary. They were very hard to beat, very tough. We ended up beating them in the NBA championship. We played them, we beat them. We're the only team to beat them in the 2010s, and LeBron beat them in the 2010s. But outside of that, that was it, yo. And then it's like we've digressed, bro. Like and we're look where we now. We're at the point where it's just like we're mid. We're mid. We're not even mid. We're up under average at this point because we're not even a 500 team. 500 is 500 is 50%. We're not even 50%. Percentage wise, we're like under 50%. So we're failing at this point. We need to stay above float. We need to be at least, I think we should be in the win percentage at least 70%. To me, 70 to 80. 70 at this team that I'm looking at now should be a 70% team, 70 something percent. And if you have superstars on your team, back in our days when we were at the heydays, when we whooped ass several years back, we were like We were like 80% winning percentage. 80%. We were washing every team. We were washing every team. There was no team that compete with us. This team, not the same category, not even close. Like, you see what I'm saying? And it starts from just certain things like defense, too much shooting, overshooting, bad shots, forcing your shot. You get the rebound 3 times and you keep running back to the 3-point line. What kind of stupid ass basketball is that? Let's talk about that. What kind of stupid ass basketball is that? How do you get the ball, rebound it 3 times, and pass it to Malachi Flynn and he bricks all 3 times? Are you serious right now? Take it to the rack. Yakov, be selfish, man. Get your points, man, in the paint because you're going to get us the free throw line. Inflate your stats because these guys can't hit a shot if their life depended on it, some of them. They're freaking streaky shooters, and streaky shooters are not reliable. I'm sorry. Don't give me a streaky shooter. Give me a freaking consistent shooter. And this team is not giving me any consistent shooters at all. I don't want to see 3-point shots all the freaking time. I want to see guys going to the bucket. I want to see guys attacking the rack. I want to see guys getting their points in the paint. Go ask LeBron James how he's made his career. Most of his shots come from the paint. That's why he's so efficient. Go ask Kevin Durant. You're not Stephen Curry. Stop. You're not Klay Thompson. You're not the Splash Brothers. Stop. And I repeat, stop shooting all these stupid threes and start attacking the brack and getting to the free throw line. Fill up the free throw line stats. Get guys fouled out of the game. You have a higher percentage of shooting in the paint or closer to the paint. If a man's open, yes, take the 3, but don't force shots. If a guy's cold, stop passing the ball. Let him facilitate. Let him start covering screens. Let him start giving different looks. Let him control the game without the ball in his hands. These guys have the dumbest basketball IQ I've seen. Like, dude, what's going on over here? These guys throw fundamentals away. Pascal Siakam early in the game, double dribble. Like, how do you still get double dribbles in the NBA? The last game he had a double dribble. This game a double dribble. Like, make it make sense to me. Like, how are you still getting double dribbles and you're in the NBA? Every game now you got to get a double dribble. You don't know when to. You don't know how to dribble and stop. And he always dribbles, grabs the ball, then dribbles back again. Like, what kind of stupid is that? Oh my goodness, bro. Oh man. Oh man, this is tough, man. Honestly, I don't like ranting it, bro. Like, I got other things to. I got more important things to deal with. Like, I have a busy life. I don't have time to. Like, I don't want to be talking about a garbage team. I don't want to be talking about a team that can't beat anyone. Like, you have an opportunity to be. Who's the Damian Lillard? It's the only guy. Like, who do they have? The Antetokounmpo brother? That guy's garbage. Like, come on, Giannis is not playing. Utilize that. That's a great opportunity to win the game. Like, what are we doing? Like, bro, we're playing so stupid right now, man. The fuck, man. You could thank Steph Curry for changing the game when it comes to 3-point. Oh, fucking, he ruined the game. He ruined it because all these idiots think they can shoot like him. And I saw Stephen Curry in college. Stephen Curry is not even Stephen Curry. His father was like that. His dad used to play for the Toronto Raptors. Bryce to watch his pops play here when I was a kid. His pops was wetting threes left, right, and center. His pops was that's where it's in his gene pool. His brother does the same thing, and he could do the same thing. Like, what are we talking about, man? Oh my gosh, bro. Like, what are we talking about? Like, dude, this is in his DNA. This is in his DNA, bro. You guys gotta understand. You're not Stephen Curry. Stop thinking you could get guys who are Stephen Curry. Stephen Curry's father was a sniper. His father was like His father was like a sniper out there, like a highly. He was a silent sniper. His son is a big shooter, like a big time shooter. Like, his son can shoot big guns. His son can shoot from the parking lot. His son is not a sniper. His son is a guy who can shoot Moshbergs and freaking rocket launchers. You know what I mean? He NBA Jam. He'll turn the rim on fire. That's the kind of guy Steph Curry is. Dude, we don't have that kind of guy on our team. So because we don't have that kind of guy, you guys need to understand that, yo, we need to get guys that we have guys that we have. We got to utilize our game. Basketball's played inside out, not outside in. Only if you think you can win a championship playing. Even when Steph Curry's shot is off, what happens? He has to rely on other things. He has to start passing the ball and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Now, Steph Curry, if he doesn't have a shot, he's not really, to me personally, I don't think he's a threat. You see what I'm saying? If that shot ain't going in, then he has nothing for you. But at the same time, just like his father was a shooter. That was it. And they're purists. They're purists at his form. Like it's purist. His brother, even his brother plays in the NBA. Seth Curry, he could shoot the ball too. You know what I mean? Steph Curry could put up buckets as well. So it's kind of like, yo, we don't have those kind of guys on this team. We don't have that personnel. Study your personnel. Grady Dick, you're taking a lot of shots. I get it. I want to see Grady attack the rack more. I want to see Grady get to the line, get to the free throw line. You're wet from the free throw, Grady. Like get to the rack. I want to see Grady handling the ball, bringing the ball up court, giving different looks. Grady's like 6'6". The guy's huge. You know what I mean? He's still young. He's probably still growing. He might be 6'7", 6'8" when it's all said and done. I wouldn't be shocked or 6'6.5" or 6'7". Like we need this kind of stuff, man. We need guys to give us different looks, man. Scotty, I like Scotty. No, nothing hate against Scotty. Scotty's doing the best he can, but it's tough when you don't have anyone that can actually show you the ropes. You don't have anyone that can actually play with you, compliment you night in, night out. You have Pascal Siakam, but he's not consistent. You have OG Anunoby, but he's going to be injured all the time. I don't know why we're giving him a big contract. I don't know why we're giving Pascal. We shouldn't give these guys anything because at the end of the day, it's like they're not worth it. And honest to God, if they lose, if they don't make it to the playoffs, honest to God, these guys should not come back here. And if Masai Ujiri doesn't, if Masai brings them back, then we need to fire Masai Ujiri. I think it's time he packs his, give him his walking papers and he can go. And Bobby Webster too, you can go too, bro. We can get rid of all these guys and go get somebody else over here. Because I'm not fucking with that crap. If you decide not to go and get a star and you want to keep this same roster and all the same stuff, then you got to live by this roster and you got to get us some wins. And if you can't get us the wins, then what good are you to us? The reality is we pay you the big bucks, dude. When I buy tickets and I gotta go to the game, or when I buy merch, or when people gotta buy merch, and the whole entire Raptors nation and basketball fans who are Toronto Raptors fans globally, when they buy merch, where do you think that money goes to? That's what I'm trying to tell you. So like you guys need to understand, like it pays these guys salaries. When we watch the games, it pays these guys salaries. So it's like when I'm doing this freaking live stream and I'm bringing attention and exposure to this Raptors team, this helps with their salaries. This keeps people's eyes glued to the TV. They want to see what's going on with this team. This makes people want to go and buy clothes, new merchandise. Like, what are we talking about, man? Dude, like these guys need to get out there and win, man. Give me some wins, man. Why are we 4-5 now? I know it's early in the season, but like 10 games have passed. You know what I mean? Or 5-6. I apologize. Why are we 5-6 now? Like, why aren't we 11-1? Why aren't we 11-1? You know what I mean? Why aren't we undefeated? Why aren't we like at least, you know what I mean? Why aren't we at least in the standings like a top 3 seed? We're already starting to see what the standings are shaping out to be, and it's obviously the usual suspects. Celtics, of course. 76ers, of course. Heat, of course. Pacers, of course. Bucks, of course. These are the top 5 teams. Raptors are in 10th place in the standings, and we're only going to go down there because we just lost. Like Orlando's are past us, Nets are past us, bruh. Hawks are past us, Magic are past. Like, come on, man, bruh. Anyways, man, listen. I'm not even gonna keep ranting about this team. I'm gonna end it here. I'm not happy about the loss tonight. You know, if you're at the bottom, you can only go one place, and that's up. So we got to stay optimistic. We got to stay positive. We got to just keep. We got to keep preparing the season so long. It's a marathon. It's not a race. It's a marathon. A lot of games. The season ends in April, like ending like towards the ending of April, mid-April ish. So we have a long season ahead of us. We're only in November right now. Literally November 15th today. You see what I'm saying? Getting close to the holidays. Black Friday's around the corner. Shopping time. Holiday seasons are out. New Year's, all the whole shebang is coming. You know what I mean? Gifts, family, etc. So we got to keep supporting our team. A lot of sports are going on. I know a lot of people are watching Lakers and football, and there's big boxing and UFC and Formula One and all this other stuff going on, and hockey and all your favorite sports are on. College football, college basketball, you know what I mean, et cetera, et cetera. Everything is going on right now. There's a lot going on, a lot of concerts, et cetera, nightclubs, bars, whatever, the whole shebang. So people are just out there enjoying themselves. We're going to keep supporting the team. I do have the giveaway that's coming up very soon. So stay tuned, please. Support your guy. Like, honestly, it'd be really important if you could support, if you could share this with your friends and family. Just let them know, hey, check out this channel. L Select be talking basketball, boxing, occasionally some football, soccer, etc., etc. Just send this out to your people. You see what I'm saying? Let them know. Keep supporting the channel. Salute to all you guys. I know it's early in the season. A lot more people, depending on how good the Raptors do, more people will come. If Raptors are losing, I know how it is. It's fickle fan base, you know what I mean? But at the same time, it is what it is. Comes with the territories. I'm gonna keep doing this. Thank you guys. Raffle coming over soon, or the contest coming soon. Raptor tickets will be for win to anybody. I don't care where you're on this planet. You could be from God knows where. I'm giving out Raptor tickets. Away game. It could be a away game or a home game. I'm not going to be picky and choosy. Just check out the channel, subscribe to the channel. Please hit your guy up. Feel free to message me in the comment section. Also, feel free to hit me up like whatever. I have all the links of like my bio. You can hit me up via however you want to hit me up. Email me or hit me up in the chat or hit me up on socials, whatever, etc., etc. I'm there. All right. Signing out. Thank you guys. Adios. We'll be back. Oh, keys to beating the Boston Celtics: defense, defense, and defense. Defense, because Boston can put up buckets, trying to contain their best players. Having OG Anunoby out there, having Gary Trent out there, having our top tier guys out there, and actually going out there and competing. That's the only way we're gonna get this done. All right, so yo guys, I'm gonna holler at you. Signing out. We'll be back on Friday night versus the Boston Celtics. Stay safe out there. Adios. Peace.